Greetings, Mandem. How are we? I'm Jack. I'd like to take some time to apologise for that little stunt I pulled with the alarm this morning. Sorry if I gave flashbacks to anyone making stuff like tweaking out or something. But I thought I'd take you along for this week because it is a big one. It's my first week back at uni, but a huge volume training week, comparatively for me anyway. Yeah, so today on the cards we have upper, 30 minutes on the row work, maybe more depending on how spicy I'm feeling. Then I need to make my bed and go food shopping as well. I miss the days my mum would just do this for me, bro.
A £32 food shop? I'm never going to financially recover from this, ever. £32, and I guarantee there's going to be some miscellaneous bullshit for me to buy in the week as well, bro. Fuck!
Bang! First exercise on the cards is a Smith machine incline press. This joint is forever goated. It will always be in rotation. Now for proper execution on this one, you want to keep your back pretty much super glued to the pad and keep your elbows as tucked as possible. It is 100% guaranteed that if you do this exercise and follow my tips, you will grow some absolute double D knockers. Just before we get underway with the second set, we have a tactical 3-dot drop. It does not get much better than this. This is absolute gym heritage. A few of the keen-eyed amongst you might have noticed me hitting my head on the bar there. Wrong. What actually happened was I was checking the bar's structural integrity to make sure that it could handle the immense forces I'm about to put through that hoe, you feel me?
But Jack, how many reps should I do?
What a fantastic question. So for this exercise, I like keeping reps a little bit lower. So for this, I aim for between 4 and 8 reps. Get to keep the weight nice and high, stroke the ego. Perfect. On to the second exercise we go. We have weighted pull-ups. Now, ask yourself a question. Are you really a bad man unless you can hang 15 kilos by your nuts and do some clean pull-ups? The answer is no, just in case you were wondering. I'm never going to promote aura farming in the gym. But if you are going to aura farm and you're not doing pull-ups, you are doing something wrong. On to the final exercise that I recorded, and we have weighted dips. And unfortunately, I have no choice but to ask you again. Are you really a bad man unless you can hang 15 kilos by your nuts and do some clean dips? Just in case you forgot, the answer is no. No, you are not. Anyway, back to me in the studio.
It's the first day of uni all wrapped up. I had a new lecturer today. I'm making up my mind about her. She's in my good books for now, but she might not be for long.
Oh, shiver
And
my timbers!
we're going to head off to the mecca of UK bodybuilding, aka the gym group Fallowfield, in about 20 minutes to get a row in. Then after that, it's time to eat, do some prep work for uni tomorrow, and then hit the hay. Yes, boys, it is an absolutely gorgeous morning in Manchester, if you could tell. Just on my way to the gym now to give legs an absolute fucking seeing today. But I'm not going to lie, I am in a bit of a hurry. I have maybe the worst day of uni of all time today. 11 till 6 lectures, that's fucking brutal. Honestly, murderers get less, man.
I am a prophet sent by Jim Jesus, here to tell you that Smith machine squats are genuinely insane. They are so good. And damn. Oh my god. Look at the arse on this guy. Ladies, shout me for glute programming. I will get you right. Apologies, Mandem. I got sidetracked staring at my absolutely massive bum. But I digress. The great thing about this exercise is that it is kind of difficult to mess up. The only suggestion I have for this one is, if you haven't tried putting a plate beneath your heels, the elevation means it's much easier to hit depth. Other than that, the only goal should be to uphold the same principles that you attack any other set with. So make sure there's no form breakdown and bring the intensity. Because this is on the Smith machine, it's actually very safe to go to failure. Although I don't in this set, because you have to be an absolute psychopath to do squats till failure. I don't want it that bad, I'll admit it. To anybody that doesn't do this next exercise, I want you to take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror and repeat after me. This is why my legs are small.
Right then, that's Tuesday all wrapped up. I'm genuinely a shell of the man I was this morning. I am beyond cooked. 6 hours of uni. I do not know how you secondary school guys hack it. I'm beyond cooked. I'm burnt to a crisp per chance. Anyway, tomorrow I figure I'm going to give you a bit more of a rundown about, the end goal, what I'm shooting for here. But before I tackle that,
To anybody asking, Jack, what are your goals? And more importantly, why should I care? Let's get into it.
I managed to convince my brother to sign up to a half marathon with me on the 31st of May. The goal for it is sub 150. Bear in mind, I only started running in August of last year. So the storyline, which I think is rather compelling, is can I go from noob to respectable in less than a year? And the best part is, there's so much more. However, I don't want to become a skinny bitch in the process. So to measure that, we'll say this is my starting strength and this is my starting speed. Let's see where we are in June.
You might want to ask the question, Jack, why should I become invested in you? There's a million other mediocre runners out there. And to answer your question, I'll say this. I can't fathom a universe where I don't become rapid. Call me delusional, call me unrealistic, I don't care.
We do not care.
I'm going to be rapid. So saying you watch me now is low-key like saying you bought Bitcoin in 2012. It's a guaranteed win.
Good morning, Mandem. We have push on the cards today. I actually get a little bit giddy when it's push day. Like I'm practically fucking skipping to the gym right now. Then post this, we have 3 hours of uni. Then back home, back to the gym for some rowing or biking. I don't know yet. I'll make up my mind later. And then dinner and bed. Busy one today. Let's get it.
Yes, boys. Starting off today, we have some pec deck action. This is genuinely the hottest machine in the entire gym. Like, getting a spot on this might be more difficult than solving world hunger. You'd think that because this exercise is so popular, people would have learned how to correctly do it by now. Wrong. If you want to start doing this exercise correctly, then listen up, I'm about to drop knowledge for you. All that's required is a simple mindset shift. So when you're doing this exercise, think less so about bringing your hands together and more so about bringing your elbows together and keeping your bicep as close to your chest as you can. This takes this exercise from like a C-tier bicep exercise all the way to an S-tier chest exercise. This bitch is goated.
But Jack, I can't use the pec deck, it hurts my shoulders.
Simple solution for you. Grow up. And on to the next exercise, we have a dumbbell shoulder press. The failure curve for these is beyond exponential. It's like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine, and next rep you've been shot in the face and there is a vulture eating your corpse. I'm here to relay a message from Jim Jesus. Do not fall for the propaganda that says you don't have to do any direct front delt work. No one has ever looked at someone and said, his physique's nice, but his shoulders are just too big. It's never happened. Just do the work.
I have this joke with my dad that instead of having like a devil on my shoulder, The devil for me is just like the inner self-sabotaging idiot. Like, all I want to do right now is go for a run, not this bastard row, but I know that if I do go on a run, I'm just going to fuck myself up more than I already am. And it's so infuriating, man. It's like, it's literally all I want to do, but I can't do it because if I do, then I won't be able to do it for longer. Let me give you a little bit of context regarding why I was ranting earlier. So, the keen-eyed amongst you might have noticed that I've been talking a lot of shit about getting quick at running, but we're currently 4 days into the week and I actually haven't done any running yet. Well spotted. So, the reason why is, me being a self-diagnosis specialist, I think that I have extensive tendonitis, right? Which effectively means I can't really run until that is better. So the reason that I've been doing so much cycling and so much rowing is so that I don't lose any fitness, and if anything can try and build fitness despite being injured. But best believe the second that I feel okay, I'm going to be out running again. Morning, Mandem. It is Friday. Yay! And it is pull today, and I have a little hot take for you to start the day. Out of push, pull and legs, pull is by far the worst one. Pull low-key sucks. Let me get into why. First of all, hitting back is just really hard. The fuck? It's just really difficult. And second of all, when you really think about it, hitting back is low-key performative anyway, because like I can't even see it. Like, why am I working out if I have to... I'm truly an intellectual, man.
Diving into the first set, we have an absolutely despicable superset of wide grip rows into Kelso shrugs. Yuck. I hated on Kelso shrugs for a very long time, purely just because I thought that the people who did them were annoying. Then I tried them and unfortunately was forced to eat my words because, oh my lord, they feel fucking amazing. So take this as your sign to try Kelsos, and if you don't like them, just say that they're nerdy, and that guys that do them probably have too much money, read too many books, and too much of an empath. And on to the next exercise we go. We have a dumbbell preacher curl. These are a pretty recent addition into the rotation, and I've been really enjoying them. This is another exercise which is kind of difficult to mess up. Like, if you find a way to cheat on these, you're either the smartest person ever, or you're already a lost cause. You're cooked. And crucially, guys, remember this piece of information. Unless your arm is completely straight at the end of the curl, it doesn't count. You are skipping the hard bit and stroking your ego. Lock in. Moving swiftly onwards, and oh my god. Is that a bird? Is that a plane? No. It's my fucking huge doubts. Get used to it. My deepest and most sincere apologies for that moment of vanity, guys. It won't happen again. Holy shit, this guy's arms are insane! Okay, my fault. You got me. Hands in the air. That actually is the last time that will happen. I found that the method that nets me the best result on this is when I almost flex my triceps when my biceps are in their most stretched position, and that just allows for the craziest range of motion ever. And that's a wrap, people. Back to me in the studio.
I've been in the lab cooking up voiceovers for the past little while now, and I'm going to go biking in about 10 minutes, give or take. But that gives me just enough time to introduce a new segment. We're going to call it the soundtrack of Yak. And for this week, I have 2 suggestions for you. The first one, I finally got round to listening to that new Clips album on my way to uni the other day. Chef's kiss. Then, if you're feeling a little bit more experimental, there's this McGee album. The thing is with it, right? You're going to listen to it the first time and go, man, this is weird as hell. And then give it a few days and you're just going to be craving that like weird music. And now I can't turn off. I listen to the album through like twice a day. Yeah. Enjoy. Fucking hell. I just watched that back. I need to shave so bad. Why did he not tell me anything? Now then, to satisfy all my degenerate gamblers out there potentially watching this, we'll stick an over-under on it. So we'll say over or under 1.5 times I cut myself during this next shave. I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I'd say the over's easy money. All credit to me, that was an unreal line. We ended up at 2, so hit the over, good stuff. Good morning, Vietnam. It's actually lovely outside today. We've had a string of a couple of days where it's actually been paying. Like, I can get used to this, man. I was walking to get an energy drink this morning. I saw loads of people coming back from parkrun, and honestly, it made me viscerally angry that I couldn't be there as well. Anyway, not getting sidetracked anymore. I have legs today. It should be decent. Let's get it.
I'm getting the PTSD shakes and profusely sweating watching this setback. Serious question for anyone still watching at this point. Do any of you guys actually know someone who enjoys Bulgarian split squats? If you do, send me their name and I will find them in the Epstein files. That is a fucking guarantee. On to the next exercise we go. We have a single leg dumbbell RDL. As you all can tell, I'm still very evidently new to these. I look like Bambi on ice out there. So if anyone has any form tips and would be willing to help a brother out, please let me know in the comments section.
Rare footage of me actually learning from my mistakes here, guys. So last week after legs, I went on the bike. Worst decision I've ever made in my life. My quads got absolutely decimated. They were fucked. So today we're doing rowing instead. That should hopefully make a little bit of a difference. And great news as well. Today was the first morning where like the first few steps haven't hurt my foot. So we should be hopefully on the mend and maybe running in the next week or so. But with that being said, I have been saying that for the past like 2 weeks. So take it with a pinch of salt. Actually, not a pinch of salt, a fucking massive handful of salt.
Yes, Mandem. That pretty much wraps up what has been a full week of training. Feel free to drop any constructive criticism in the comments, or just regular criticism, depending on how your day's gone. Final point before we end off, if anyone fits the criteria shown on screen now, please do shoot me a message on Instagram if you wouldn't mind helping me out with my dissertation by answering a couple questions. Alright, safe.